and then he find it really cool. And when no, he didn't thought it was really cool. Sorry, all right. Actually, he didn't. He, like I said in the last video, it hurted his honor, and this is mainly one of the most manly things we must search, like to have this honor, And all right, I'm just letting my voice more grave. I don't. Let's go on. And then he volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. No, he become. No, he offers himself for going in the place of uh, the seventh person, and to with the mind of stopping the Minotaur, with the mindset of stopping the Minotaur. And his father didn't want to let him, but Theseus could not afford to live with this going on with the city and with a lot of naive, no, it's not naive, with a lot of innocent people. And then his father let him. His father said, "All right, go, my son. But there was one thing that I wish you do. When going back, this ship will go with black. With, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the thing, but it's a thing that is on ships. Sail. I think it is a sail. Like the pirates one, it has a school like, yes, this cloth that we use to take the wine, like, the wine going, yes. And then he says, the father, this ship will go, this boat actually will go with the a black thing, the black sail veil, I don't know, the black cloth. And if you come back alive of this task, please make sure to say to like switch the cloth to a white one, because when the father sees the boat coming back, he will be delighted, very delighted, and will make a party that was never made in the world. But if he sees uh, the black the black veil, he will cry a lot, because uh, this means that his son failed. And then uh, and then he was very sick, and this cryness, this sadness, could kill him. So Theseus got in the ship, and yes, when he got there, like confronted the king of there. I think the name of the king was King Minos. It makes sense actually, or it was not King Minos, but no, actually I think it is. I don't know if the no. I think the country, the land, it is called Crete, like Crete, and then the king is called Minos, or Vis, not versa, just Vis. And then he confronted him, and the king was, "Oh, you're gonna be the first to die, ha ha ha, take that." But the king, had a daughter that is called Ariadne, Ariadne, like Ariadne, A. And bro, I think Ariadne is a uh, the book described her like a woman with a very tender heart, and I think will be the name I will give to my daughter if I have one. Of course, I will have, but I don't want to make assumptions here because I don't want to bite my tongue later. So I think I will have, like probably, and then no, I have to be more certain of the things that I say. So I'm saying right now, rightly, even if I am wrong later, I will have a daughter. I don't know if her name will be Ariadne, but if myself right now had a daughter, it will call Ariadne because it, this name was associated with a very beautiful person, like beautiful in her. Like she's described like to have a tender heart and that like to help people, you know. And then he sees Theseus, no, he, she sees Theseus, Theseus, and and she thinks, oh boy, he is a man, and I, no, he's a man, but he thought, no, she thought, oh, I must help this both heart, true heart man. And then she said to him, hey, Theseus, take that string. And because why a string? You may ask yourself. Because the Minotaur was in the center of the labyrinth. You know, so to defeat him, Theseus should find him and then go back. Find him what was actually easy because the Minotaur would be, you know, and going back would be actually hard because how will he remember the you know the ways of coming going back, and this labyrinth was made by a very genius person called Daedalus. Daedalus. You know, he was like an engineer and he made like some like impressive stuff, you know, and he made labyrinth. So, bro, it was like a peak of engineering, and you know how I say it. How I say it. He was a genius. So, you know when you look in the labyrinth and you like two doors and say, oh, like no, it must not only come with a feeling, but like with a sign like this is the door. You know when there is a fake door and there is a true door, and there are and this door, this the right one, no, not the right one, the one on the right, it is called to be the right one, like the correct, and you say I'm so smart and I know he put that for me too. Going on that door, I would just go there on the left one, but then you think, oh, but he did that just for me, just to think that this is actually the true door, but this is actually this is the true door. He's just like bluffing. And then you think, oh my, he wants me to think that this door is fake, and you know it starts a loop. Well, I think Daedalus will be a guy who could think five paces, you know, but like he will make the most obvious. He will make a confusion in your mind, in your mind, by doing like the least obvious one will be the right one, you know, and probably there will be some other tricks like you're going forward, you got the momentum, you got the conf, conf, conf like the yes, I'm doing it right, bro. No, the I don't know how to say it. but and then like you would make a passage like that would not match with the feeling that you got, so you would ignore it. Like he would do these tricks. I think he would. And then uh, a string was essential, not essential, no, but a string was a big help because Ariadne would hold the string, the roll of the ball of string, and then Theseus would take the end of the string and will carry with him through the the maze, through the labyrinth. And then when he fought the Minotaur, he actually won. He would uh, bra bra bra. He would go back following the string, and then he defeated him, the the Minotaur. But the story is not true right now. He got his comrades to sail again, and they sailed, bro. They were so happy. Like Theseus uh, win it, and he led in this story, like this version. He left Ariadne on Horizon. He actually invited her, but she denied it because she would take care of his father because he was an old man. And this is honorable, too, bro. Even because he is bad, it doesn't mean that he must not be treated like a person. Should they have the love of her daughter, of his daughter, actually. All right, and then, bro, it was a very, very gay, very merry uh, travel of going back to the island of his father. But Theseus forgot one thing to switch. No, I shouldn't actually tell you that. When he reached the island, he was like, "Oh, where's my father?" Blah blah blah. And then he looked at everybody and saw that everybody was like a little bit tepid. I don't know if tepid is the right word, but a little sad, like morbid. And it was because when going back, Theseus forgot the promise he made for his father that he would switch the veils, the cloth of the ship, that the part of that gathers wind, to white if he won. And his father, when he saw that they were going back with the black one, oh boy, he cried. He thought, oh my dear Jesus is lost. I'll never see him again. I don't know if he killed himself. He killed himself. Probably not. He died because he died in this sadness. He got weak. I don't know. He died of sadness. For because his son was lost, bro. And this is actually very sad. I think it is very sad. And this is the end of the story. Let's go to the next one. Then we have the pygmies. Then we have the a story of the Cyclop Antheus. I think it is his name, and the pygmies. And then Antheus dies because he fights with Hercules. And then I don't know what happens later, but I just remember they the Antheus died. And then we have, oh yes, in the Minotaur, the in the island of Crete, Crete. I don't know how to say it. It has Talos, Talos. the mechanical thing of Daedalus, or it's of Vulcan, not Vulcan, Hephaestus. Yes. And then there's the Dragon's Thief. That is actually a good story. It is about uh, three brothers and a sister. Her sister was lost in Europa, because she rode it on a bull, and the bull took her through the waters and never never came back. They never saw her sister anymore, but their entire lives it was them searching for their sister. It wasn't actually three of them. It was the three brothers, his friend that was like it grew up, and his mother, their mother, those three mothers, those trees mother. I don't know. And they went searching like the the first brother gave up. Like he like a lot of searching, like many years without food, without home, without no clothes, new clothes. They were still using the clothes that they they were using the day they they lived. And then one brother gave up, and then he built a kingdom, and then he was nominated a king. And in his king there was a rule that if they saw a girl mounted on a white bull, they shouldn't treat her and like the a royal one. Like there was a protocol, because he never the fault was in his heart. And then another brother gave up the same reason, but later, And this one, I don't remember his name. Hey, you transfer yourself for here. All right, and now it's Cadmus, the one of his brother, of the brothers, the the friend, and the mother. All right, and then the mother, uh, and then they go. Yes, a lot of time, and then and this was a very loyal friend, but he break. It's not break, but I touched spine. All right, forget that. He trained his ankle, and he wanted to canoe, but they said that he proven himself more loyal than the bro- the brothers it's themselves. And then it was only Cadmus and his mother. And then her mother died. And one thing she told him before dying was to go to the Oracle of Delphi. But I don't want to tell the whole story. First, he never gave up, but he never found her sister. No, he never found his sister. And he built a kingdom to by the uh, orientation of the oracle. And then there is the story of the Circe's palace. I didn't read it because I am planning to read Odyssey, and I don't want to get spoilers, so I just jumped it. And then we have the pomegranate seeds. That is the story of King Hades. Like I don't know, like taking Persephone away, and in this version, like the Latin one, they're called Demeter is called Mother Ceres. Persephone is called Proserpina, and Hades is called Pluto. Yes, I don't remember very well. I think it is. It is a good story, and then we go to the Golden Fleece. That is the most. I think it's like the Avengers Ultimato. Yes, because they join every Avengers, like of every hero, not every hero, but a lot of hero in one expedition to find the Golden Fleece, and they are the Argonauts. The Argonauts. You know this chapter here, the last one. I don't think you can see it. Focus. It's not focusing, but it is a very good one because it's Jason, the hero, this time with Archelaus, with Theseus, with Perdix, and his twin brother. Like they are sons of Dionysius, Dionysius, of of the vine god. You know the party, and and they go on a ship called Argo. This is why they're called. I just forgot their name. Argonianos, Argonians, Argonauts. You know, because they were sailing in the Argo ship, and I when I searched it, bro, I saw that the Argo ship was the same ship that then go to the Trojan War, that is with Odysseus, bro. Like I mind blew it, but I didn't reach this point of the story yet. No, he will not appear the Iliad part and the Odyssey part, but I generally. All right, so guys, this is the end of the video. I want you to be more serious. If you think no, you can think. Right, don't worry. I hope you like it. For the first two videos, I will bring more, you know, content. Yes, I will bring more content with more organizedly later. I plan to do that. You know, like give you really some quality content, and I want to actually focus on this lost values of these heroes, like no honor, no something like honor, bro. You know, I live in a social circle that I think that this is very novelarized, and I want to get I want to bring back some things that 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 was really pure, bro. Like really good of looking at. So this is the end of the video. Goodbye, guys.